Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Beyond podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Flora, and today I have a special episode for you all. It's, of course, about you and how you can feel better and be better. Listen, burnout is not your fault, but it is time to take control because it is your responsibility. I mean, hear me out. You are the default parent, the planner, the professional. You're doing everything and you're doing everything right on paper. You tell yourself it's just a busy season, but girl, that busy season has lasted for years. This is burnout. And guess what? You can do something about it. That being said, if after listening to this episode, you don't take action in whatever way feels right to you, it's going to be your fault. That's a little bit of tough love for you. In this episode, I'm going to break down why burnout isn't a personal failure. I'm also going to break down how we've been conditioned to ignore our limits and what you can actually do about it. Let's do this. Hi, everyone. You are listening to Beyond, and I'm your host, Dr. Flora. Listen, life is hard. You don't have to do it alone. As a mindset coach, physician, mom, and an infertility warrior, I have mastered techniques to help move you towards contentment and growth. I can't wait to go along with this crazy ass life journey with you while making sure you feel like your best self. This podcast is meant to have you feel unstuck from your rut and less alone. Let's do this. Okay, look, I'm going to give it to you straight. You are not behind. You are not lazy. You are not bad at time management. You are not ungrateful. You are not less than. I'm going to repeat this. You are not less than. When I said in the beginning of this episode that burnout isn't your fault, I mean it. The problem is that many of us, especially us high achieving women with degrees and careers, we were taught to be everything else to everyone. That was the definition of success. And that's what made us feel good about ourselves. We were and continue to be praised for overextending, overperforming, and ignoring our needs for the sake of others. We learned that saying no means we're letting people down. We learned that rest is earned, not built in. We learned that worth is measured by output. You manage your kids, your clients, your patients, groceries, deadlines. Your brain never shuts off. And all of this conditioning, it leads to exhaustion mentally, physically, emotionally, unhappiness. Even though you love your family, you love your kids, you love your job, or maybe you don't, and that's part of the problem. But either way, you can take control. And this is what leads to burnout. And if you've listened to my past episodes or if you follow me on Instagram, you all know the traditional signs and symptoms of burnout. And you also know if you have it. So if you haven't listened to those past episodes, stop right here, go back to my burnout episodes and learn about it and see if it applies to you. That being said, there is a whole other side when it comes to high functioning women that refers to silent burnout. Silent burnout can look like you forgetting to eat, you forgetting to pee or rest. It could also look like you snapping at your partner for, I don't know, breathing too loudly. It can look like living on caffeine. It can look like living off of your kids' snacks. And it can look like you not remembering the last time you truly felt rested or even excited for a prolonged period of time. Now, I'm not talking about vacation. I'm not talking about solo time. I'm talking about what is your day to day? Do you feel rested? Do you feel exhausted? Maybe not 100% of the time, but the majority? I remember a time when that was not the case for me. I was that high functioning, exhausted person. I remember this moment where I was trying to answer patient messages on my phone while I was in the Starbucks drive through line to grab my afternoon caffeine boost while managing a toddler in the back seat and prepping for my IVF appointments. Friends, I thought this was normal. I thought this is what I had to do. This is what we do. It's not normal. Burnout is a state of chronic stress that leads to exhaustion on all fronts. And it biologically disrupts your nervous system so that it affects your sleep, your mood, your hormones, and your gut health. And yeah, mindset is important, but listen, you can't just mindset your way out of burnout if you're not addressing the systems that are draining you in the first place. And that means learning the what and the hows, how to hold that boundary, how to communicate effectively without conflict, how to rewire your brain so that you're constantly leading with self respect, not selfishness, no guilt, no shame, and truly being content regardless of what hiccups come your way. And here's the truth. The biggest benefit is not only for your own sanity, but your family and your work will benefit when you stop operating on fumes and start operating from alignment. So, if you are ready to actually change, I mean thrive and not just survive, this is your invitation. REwritten is my one on one coaching program for high achieving women ready to drop the guilt, build boundaries, and reclaim their peace while still crushing it at work, crushing it at home. It's the program I truly wish I had when I was drowning in motherhood, medicine, infertility, and perfectionism. The waitlist is now open and the spots are limited. Early signups will receive an inside look at my very own yet method. It's still what I use for myself, my clients. I even apply it for situations for my 9-year-old. If you are ready to rewrite that inner voice and kick ass, go to the show notes and click on the link and simply write down your info. That's it. You are not meant to run on empty, and you were meant to live beyond your labels. So let's rewrite this narrative together, my friend. Go ahead and go to the show notes, sign up, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for joining and spending your precious time here with me. As someone who prioritizes her energy, I am so grateful that you chose to spend yours here. To help me help you, please take an extra 30 seconds of your time to rate and review the podcast on your listening platform. For more tips and a behind-the-scenes look into my life, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Flora Sinha. That's Dr. Flora Sinha. Finally, connecting with you truly fills my cup. So DM me on Instagram, email me at florasinhamd@gmail.com, repost if you love this episode. I love hearing from you. I am so grateful for you and cannot wait to be back for the next episode. Bye.